When is the right time to upgrade your gaming PC? Well, it can be a tricky and expensive decision to make, so let's talk about it. Now, when it comes to upgrading your PC, there are two main routes you can go. The first is just to upgrade the graphics card. It's often not a perfect solution, as your slightly older CPU might hold the card back, but you're still likely to unlock a good amount of extra gaming performance. The second option is to do a complete rebuild and replace basically all of the components. Yes, you might keep the case and the CPU cooler, but the power supply is likely going to need to change if you've got a more powerful GPU, and equally, your memory is probably going to be the out-of-date DDR4 and not the newer DDR5 standard. Of course, the best time to upgrade is when your PC feels like it's starting to struggle to run the games you want, or when a new title comes out that just isn't that enjoyable on your current build. But the thing to think about is the generational upgrade paths. Right now, I see a lot of people upgrading from 20 and 30 series through to 50 series. Frankly, there's no point in upgrading from 40 series to 50 series, and absolutely no point upgrading to the rumored 50 Super series if you've already got a 50 tier GPU. You want to go about 3 or 4 generations between your graphics cards to get good value for money out of your upgrade. I'm also seeing a lot of people waiting right now, and with some big games on the horizon, including of course GTA 6 next year, it might be a good idea to hold out and see what those system requirements are going to look like and what the real world performance is actually going to be. What I would say is that we have had some pretty nice strides in recent years in terms of GPU, but especially CPU performance. 50 series, I think, has been a success for Nvidia, but hasn't provided that much of a generational jump. And it's only when you really compare to 10 or 20 series that you look and go, wow, this is an enormous upgrade. It also depends whether you've got more money now than you did when you built your original PC. Of course, going from a 4060 to a 5060 is not going to be a particularly exciting experience. But if you've got a 4060 and now want to progress to a 5070 Ti or 5080, that's a much more meaningful upgrade. What I would say is it can often be better to save your cash and do a full system upgrade later than it can change odd components. The reality is a bit more memory, a slightly faster CPU is not going to make that much difference to your gaming performance. And it's the GPU which really matters. If the rest of your build is holding that upgrade back and going to bottleneck it, then maybe it is time for a full system revamp.